malignancies that are associated with this. The World Health Organization declared the pill to be a type 1 carcinogen. All right? Now, this whole business about should we be paying for it, it seems to me that sort of the absurdity of this is, shouldn't we also be paying for cigarettes then? That's another type 1 carcinogen according to WHO, and asbestos. It's a little harder to buy asbestos for people, but cigarettes are pretty easy, okay? I mean, it's the absurdity of it, okay? You're more likely to contract an STD because it changes the mucus. There are 3 types of cervical mucus, and one of them tends to be a protector. It changes it. And in fact, you are more likely, according to some research, to contract the precancerous HPV if you're exposed, all right? If you are on Depo-Provera, which is the shot that demineralizes your bones by 7% a year when it's supposed to be mineralizing. The chances of breast cancer following this are there on all of these. The potassium elevation, there are just a number of things. And now, we're saying, well, let's give girls IUDs. Isn't that great? They can have them in for 10 years. What happens to your uterus when for 10 years it is being irritated? That's the action of this. What, you think there's going to be no consequence to this? All right? I mean, I'm raising this very serious question here. Plus, if we implant it with hormones, that's another issue. Okay, if it's got copper in there, that's another issue. The whole concept of let's get rid of our periods. One of the problems with this is that then we women develop iron overload. Our body is designed to give off, discharge every month. It clears the uterus. There are spiral arteries that feed our uterus. It's the only place in the human body these exist. And when it's time for a period, they screw themselves shut. Now, it's part of your cramping. As soon as the lining of the uterus begins to let loose, they turn themselves on and washes everything away. They never clot. I mean, it's the only place in the human body that the clotting doesn't exist. But this awareness that cleansing, keeps us free from some things. We get rid of old sperm, we get rid of possible things that would be turned into infections. There's a lot of possibilities that we're messing with when we do this sort of thing, okay? Now, I share this with you because we must understand how awesomely we're made. We must understand how much this dance is there, that, men are changed, and there's still lots of stuff we don't know about men. There are a couple Canadian doctors who believe that males are also absorbing from us in the act of sexual intimacy. But we, for the most part, ignored you guys, and the research that has been done is either British or Canadian. But there's still many questions. But the fact of the matter is, we're designed to have a partner to whom our body has made an adaptation, both of us, and we continue with that. You see, when women